the reality? What's the reality?
Hey, you guys, it's me, your girl AD, and welcome to another episode of What's the Reality? Before we lose it, no, I'm not on set. I know that's something everybody, where's she at? And no, I did not have my baby yet. She's still in here cooking, I promise you. So I know those are the questions everyone's gonna ask. Probably about my ring. It's in the bathroom. Now that we got that out of the way, I just want to take a second to thank you guys for all of the love and support that you've been giving me over these past few months. It really, 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 truly means the world to me. Before we get into today's episode, I did want to give you guys just a quick update. I feel like I don't really update you guys much on my podcast. I do a lot on, not even a lot on socials, honestly. I don't really update. So I figure while I'm here, just take a few seconds to tell you guys what's been going on with me. All good things. As you guys know, or most of you know, I am heavily in my third trimester, which is crazy to say out loud. This has been the longest. You know how people are like, oh, your pregnancy is going to fly, enjoy every minute. I've felt every minute, every second, every hour, every week, month of this pregnancy. But now being it now that it's my third trimester, I'm like, whoa, this is really happening. I am nesting like crazy, still buying stuff, still buying clothes, even though I know she's got too many clothes to function, which is okay because she's my first child and my first girl, and I'm going to spoil her. Heavy in the nesting. Her nursery is so cute. I cannot wait to do a reveal. I'll probably do a reveal on my socials. Settling into LA. We're all just taking it day by day. Yeah, all good things, you guys. I can't complain one bit. But today's episode is going to be a little bit different. As you guys know, season 9, I can't believe 9 already. I was on season 6. So saying season 9 is crazy. But season 9 of Love is Blind is dropping next week, October 1st, which is crazy. I'm so excited. And I thought it would be fun to put together a little reel of all of my favorite moments from Love is Blind participants that I've had on my podcast, which I feel like I've had a lot of people and a lot of crazy moments. So we pieced it together, and I think that with all of the tea that was spilled and the gossip and the laughing and the crying, it'll be something worth watching. So I just want to thank you guys again for all of your support. It was really, really hard to pick, some of these bits and pieces, but I think I did a good job. So just stay tuned. Enjoy the episode, and I can't wait to get into season 9 with you guys. Today, I have Micah from Love is Blind season 4, and we got my homegirl, Laura, from my season 6.
Did you guys have someone in your season that was the bad boy over there? We had someone who was very strongly
yeah, I got engaged to him.
Yours was the bad boy?
Yeah, or Trevor.
Or Trevor was
actually all of ours were the bad boy.
They talk in the woman's
Clay might have been the bad boy though.
The woman's lounge was he's a bad boy. Ours is shocking.
That guy that made a joke out of it and thought it was for blind people. Austin.
What?
Remember? He was there for a day.
Was he the one that said he's going to sell all of our phone numbers and social media?
Yes.
In
real life, he's actually
sell all of our phone number.
No yeah. Dead ass.
That's funny.
Give your phone number. But I don't know. All of ours were all bad guys. You guys had better
We had good guys, but we definitely had good guys. But I remember it's so funny because you look back on it and you're that's so odd. But everyone thought Emma was Zach, which is so random. Zach who got married.
Are you kidding me?
No, I swear to God, he was people be oh, he's Zach.
He's smooth.
No, because he.
Are we talking about Bliss? Zach and Bliss?
Yeah, his pods were getting hot, spicy talk, dude, it was crazy. It was the image that I had in my head of Zach was so leather jacket,
He is smooth. I met him in
in
person, and I was he's a smooth talker.
He is a smooth talker.
That's so
He's
crazy.
very well
you just
spoken.
make up your own.
Yeah, you have all these
your brain.
Yeah.
Also, another thing, when I was watching the new season, it was the guy that was talking about his height and stuff and how he was 5'8".
How he's a short king.
Yeah,
I love him.
And
he's so
I was
sweet.
everyone knew everything in our pods. Respectfully, we all knew everyone's exact height. We
Really?
all knew everything. Did you guys not?
I didn't. I remember going into my date after you with Clay, and he's like, yeah, I just talked to Laura. She told me she got a fat ass.
fuck is going
You, I do too.
You know what? I
I
did.
didn't say anything.
I
was
did
like,
at the time.
well,
At the time,
it's a
I
girl.
did. I was proud of it. It's struck a little bit now, but yeah, I was proud
That's
of
not
it.
information I want to know.
Good
But
morning,
go off.
squad.
And then
Yeah.
remember, you had me convinced that he looked
Remember I
like.
drew that picture of him? The fact that none of those
You
drew
drew
my,
it.
I was an
I
artiste.
still have it.
I
I was
was-
like, what is he?
you
Because
still-
we didn't talk, Clay and I did not talk looks. and they did.
He
and I was like,
described himself
describe
to
him.
his damn toenails.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew the color of his toenail. I mean, it was literally like to the detail.
And
So I was like,
he drew the
sketching that
picture,
shit.
and he's like got biceps, 12-pack, curly hair, and I'm just like, is this Taj Mowry?
No
you
hands,
know,
no feet, no
Tamara's
neck.
brother? Yes. And she was like, yeah, he looks like Taj Mowry, and I'm like,
And I like stuck it up next to like the wall, and I was like, you know what?
and then
How
I
did that
carried
not
that
get on
picture
there?
around.
I don't know. He drew a picture of me, or maybe it was
I still have it.
no. Trevor drew a picture of me, and I looked like this like
Oh
old
my
colonial woman that was like with a toupee.
like a handmaid.
And, yeah, like a handmaid. I was like, he put me in like this cloak or something, and people were like, "What?"
That was a
Not a
time.
toupee.
No, literally, I still have that drawing.
That was my best work. It
That
deserves to be
was-
framed.
You
in
know, I
someone's
might
home.
post it. In the
That's
issue.
no, you need to.
I am so very fortunate to be joined by the OG herself,
Oh.
Giannina. Hello.
Hi,
She is also here with her fiance, Blake. You might remember him from Bachelor and Bachelor in Paradise.
Correct.
Ugh.
Correct.
If you think back to the girl that walked into those pods, what did you say, 7 years ago? How is that girl different from the woman sitting in front of me today?
Oh, wow.
She's brunette.
What a lovely question.
Brunette.
So when I do think about her,
Mhm.
Gigi, why am I gonna cry?
I was just
I
gonna say
know,
you're gonna
now
get
I'm
emotional
gonna-
talking
this
about this.
is
I knew it.
not
I was like, she's gonna
Wow.
cry during this. Yeah.
No,
I just got
love
a flash of you
her.
on the show.
Yeah. No, I love her. I'm really proud of her.
We're not gonna make it.
No, I'm really proud of her. I think she was so hopeful and naive. I'm like a rose-colored glasses,
Mhm.
you know, like
Mhm.
blind optimist.
That's true.
And I've always been like that. But back then, I just didn't. I trusted everyone
Yeah.
and everything. And I still do, but now I'm just wiser.
Yeah.
But I would like to protect her a little bit more. Why am I crying?
This is therapy right here, hon. Don't you worry.
Oh, Jesus.
I want to get your tissues.
No, but she's amazing. And honestly, I'm jealous of her. I'm jealous of
Oh.
how open
Yeah.
and like
Almost naive.
yeah. And now I made it a point. I always made it a point to always stay true to me.
Mhm.
Like always. Even if you think I'm too optimistic and like too in the clouds sometimes and all that stuff, like that's what makes me someone that can handle like whatever life is thrown at her. And that didn't get taken away from
Yeah.
me. And I didn't become bitter.
Mhm.
I just think that now I've just evolved so much into the person that I always wanted to be. Always. And that's a huge blessing. But it didn't come without like scars and
Mhm.
trial and tribulation and just like me like literally in the fetal position,
Mhm.
just being like, why? Like why? And so I just think that that girl that walked into the pods did everything that she ever wanted to.
Oh my God, I really appreciate you being so vulnerable. I really do.
you.
Because I can relate in so many ways. And like, I'm not as far out, but I just remember walking in and like, everyone's like, so do you think you're going to get married? I'm like, yeah. So optimistic. No,
Wow.
without a doubt.
That's
I was like,
great.
I've seen it work.
Right.
People are married. People are still married. And I'm like, why not me? Like, I was so, I'm like, yeah, 100%. There was no doubt in my head that I wasn't getting married until I wasn't getting married. But I just, and like, that part of me is still there, but I'm
Mhm.
wiser. I'm still optimistic and I'm still very hopeful, but I'm not as innocent. Like, I feel like it takes a part of your like innocence away, in a sense where you're like, I'm going to go into things a little bit more guarded, a little more sheltered, a little more careful. So I can relate to you, but I am proud of that girl. I'm so proud of her. Yeah. Imagine if they would have met. Wow.
You guys would have been just like head in the clouds,
Yeah.
like optimistic. Everyone like, I'm gonna get married today.
Literally, we're getting married.
Like jumping on the couch.
Yeah. Today we have Brittany and Leo joining us from season 7 of Love is Blind. Welcome. So you guys just chat on a daily. I'm guessing we're still best friends? Are we?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
What an unlikely but beautiful friendship here. I love this for you guys. So what is like day to day with you two just as friends?
As friends, I feel like we don't talk every day.
Yeah. During the show, we talked more. Now,
Yeah.
maybe like once a week, something like that.
Definitely
Yeah.
a once week catch
Like
up.
a while folding laundry type situation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I love that. I love that. I don't feel like I'm close with any of the guys from my season, like at all. Like none of them. Well, maybe like Ken a little bit. Like is probably the only one that can text me randomly. But I love that you guys developed a friendship and that you're like able to maintain that. How special is that to you guys?
I honestly couldn't imagine that not being the case.
Yeah.
I feel bad for anyone who doesn't really have, their matches back and vice versa, because I don't know, it just feels more I don't know, it just feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
It's better to be together than
I
just
know, because then you're
Totally.
like
Against
on an
each other.
island, especially when you did it all together. And then like you find yourself in like isolation nation if
yeah.
you don't have anyone.
I feel like it was easier for us too, because we didn't go to Mexico. We didn't
Right.
Yeah.
film more where, maybe we wouldn't have liked each other if
Yeah,
we
yeah,
kept
yeah.
filming.
Right.
Who
there was
knows?
like less chance for there to be some like super dramatic.
I know.
Yeah.
And I also feel like we're lucky. We don't have like, I don't know. I feel like neither of us have like drama with anybody else. Like we're all pretty
Yeah.
friendly
Yeah,
with the rest
yeah.
of the
I love
folks.
that.
Yeah.
Speaking of Mexico, because this is what I wanted to ask. You guys, like, what was it like when you found out, 1, you weren't going, and then 2, hearing like that you guys are like the weakest couple, and then you guys have like the strongest friendship right now? Like, break all that down for me. Like, what was reveal day like? I need to hear all of that.
I mean, just nothing could prepare you for that. It's just so
I
awkward.
know,
Even
I
if it was like
know.
my husband, it would still be so awkward.
Yeah.
And I mean, I knew I was the only person in the pods not saying I love you to anyone. All
Yeah.
the other girls are like
Head over
crying,
heels, yeah.
like I love him so much. And I was like, oh, I knew I was not going to Mexico. I mean, for sure. I really, honestly, that was never a doubt in my mind. But I feel like he
Yeah.
disagrees with that.
Yeah. Well, Brittany knew. I feel like you knew more than I knew.
Yeah.
I mean, I was saying it and she wasn't saying it back. So in hindsight, it's
Aw.
pretty obvious
Yeah.
that we wouldn't go.
Yeah.
And I mean, they weren't wrong. They said we were the weakest couple, and it's, we're not
Together.
married.
Yeah,
Though
yeah.
we're a strong friendship couple,
Yeah.
but that's not what the show's about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I was like crushed. Like I was super, I mean, who wouldn't want to continue with the experience?
Just,
So
yeah.
I was super, super crushed when
Yeah.
it happened.
Do you guys think if they came and was like, we're going to try to make it work, that you would have been like, you know what, yes? Or would you have been like, I already know it's not going to,
Oh,
like,
good
there's
question.
no point in going?
No, I definitely would have went for sure because
Yeah.
I mean, you're there, you only have a certain amount of time at the reveal.
Mhm.
So, and that's not really enough time to,
Mhm.
And it's so
Get to know
weird. There's
someone.
9,000 cameras.
Yeah.
You're sweating. You're nervous. Yeah. Would you have gone?
Yeah, I think I would have gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like where we had ended was like, we felt like we wanted to continue seeing where it went,
Mm.
but it wasn't like we were like, oh my God, we're like so
Yeah.
amazing, engaged, like ready to be
Yeah.
married like tomorrow. So I feel like we would have wanted that, which is actually why we like went to Miami. Like we wanted to do our own off-camera version
Yeah.
of what would be the like.
Love that. So tell
yeah.
me what was off camera. What was missed? What was said? Like, get into Miami. I'm very intrigued about that.
I feel like this is where we really drop the ball and disappoint people.
I know, this is where everybody wants. I wish that we had some like amazing tea that
Yeah.
like some super spicy situation. But honestly, no, I mean, how I felt was like, it became very like clear that there's a big difference between our proposal, which
Mm.
probably was a weak proposal as the producers picked up on,
Mm.
and then like actually getting married.
Yeah.
And I feel like we realized that we were just clearly better as friends. I mean,
yeah.
that's like what that part of the like experiment is about. Like we were like hanging out together, and it just was, I don't know, it became clear pretty quickly. And then we kind of ended it like, okay, I think we're going to be in each other's lives, but we're not tying the knot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
More of a boyfriend vibe, not
Yeah.
a fiance.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
But like when you're in the pods and you're like getting like it gets so deep so fast. I feel like like there are couples that talk about, should we just take like a step back and not get married? It never works out because that's not what it's like designed to do.
It's supposed to be intense, and you're supposed to learn and grow with that person and have that shared experience.
Yeah.
And I feel like there was a lot of people on my season as well that's like, we're just gonna step back and just like date. And I was just kind of like, let's just go full throttle, either all or nothing. And I think that's what the experiment is about. And I love that you guys are kind of like, nothing. I love that. I love that.
I also love the intensity. I love that
Yeah.
in relationships. I feel like I want everything right away.
I know. I'm kind of like that too. I feel like before, like I feel like post Love is Blind, now I'm Love is Blind coded. Like everything in me is like immediate, quick, fast. Like I'm asking the hardest questions immediately. Like I want to know, are you ready to get married? Do you want kids? Whereas in the like prior, I would never ask that stuff on like first and second dates. Now I can't.
Yeah.
Are you doing well? We'll talk about you. Your dating. How's your dating going?
I haven't been dating that much. I got to be honest. I'm boring.
Oh no.
Since so first of all,
I feel like that's a lie.
I know.
No, it's not.
I've been following you on Instagram. You know, I see what goes on. So don't get on here talking about I'm not dating.
She's a friend.
Oh, okay.
She's a friend. She truly is.
Okay.
Yeah, a really good friend, but a friend.
Okay, well, before we get into that.
No, first of all, when the show was coming out, like, we weren't supposed to date during the like release or like as it got up.
Pre-release,
Then during the actual release of the show, and I looked like I'm not going to go on a date when everyone hates me.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to do that. And so I'm just starting to get out there, and I've gone on a couple dates, but I think one of the most like different things about going through the pods is everyone talks like, oh, you don't see the person. That's obviously a big thing. But I think even more impactful is how intentional it is. Like you have this end point. It's like, you got to get engaged in like 10 days. And that's where I feel like I've become way more upfront. And maybe it freaks some people out because even if you don't want something serious and you're like, are you looking for something serious? Because I'm not or something. They're still like, why are you like chill?
Right.
And I was like, no.
Yeah.
No, I
you don't want to
can't.
waste any time.
Right. Exactly.
Like knowing what you can do in 10 days.
Yes.
Changes the game, low key. Like, because you're like, I don't have to sit around for 4 months for you to decide if you want me because I got engaged in 10 days. I know I'm marriage material. Would you say that's one of your biggest takeaways, or do you guys have any big takeaways from Love is Blind?
I feel like I learned a lot of communication because I am very quiet.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, like go about life, whatever.
And it forces you.
Yeah. It just forces you to talk more about things to the person you're with, for sure. They should come out with a game, like a little, I don't know, like a little questionnaire for dating. Love is Blind game. I want 10% commission.
Oh yeah, like a flashcard thing to ask like on a date. That's actually a great idea.
Well, I guess one secret that people don't really know is like how they give us those journals with the prompts in it. And so we have prompts daily, and they kind of like, they don't tell you what to say. They kind of guide us, and they give us like questions per day, right? Did you guys? I feel like on day like 2 of mine, it was like talk about sex, and I was like, I don't quite remember your name, but do you want to talk about this or no? We would all be like, maybe, maybe not. Did you guys have any awkward prompts?
No, actually, I was very uncomfortable that day.
Yeah,
you're like, I don't know. It was just like maybe a little too soon. Maybe that could have been like day 7 or something. And I low-key judged the guys that were
immediately,
pretty, yeah. And he was the least. And I like that. He made me feel very, very comfortable in that situation. So
Yeah.
Y'all, I am so excited. I got my 2 girls here, Marissa and Alex from season 7 of Love is Blind. Hello.
Hi.
And welcome. Let's talk about Black women in reality TV.
I mean, this is a great platform to talk about just like the DC cast in general, like what we went through as a primarily Black cast and how we've noticed a difference in how the public embraced us versus other cast, and how a lot of the vitriol and a lot of the negativity was coming from people within our own house, and how that was
call came from the inside.
It really did.
It did, yeah.
And you know, us girls, we've talked about it. And, you know, a lot of the sweet messages we get are not from people who are looking like us three. The mean messages we're getting are from people who look like us. And it was really disheartening because I felt that this season was going to be phenomenal because it was so Black. It was so diverse. And it had this show had the opportunity to really show the different types of Black love that we all have, because we all come from different experiences and life challenges. And I felt that it got lost in all the drama, unfortunately. And ironically, I think that a lot of the people who were in our DMs and comments, and the Black women and the Black men who were so harsh, so vocal and so demeaning and harsh on us, maybe, you know, in a way, I hope they saw themselves in us. And
I think that's what it was.
That's what it kind of was. And maybe they don't feel the ability to express themselves that way. And so my feelings behind, you know, everything that happened with the show and the public opinion with it and how our cast was embraced, I just think that hopefully all those people out there who had all those things to say were able to like look back at our season and say like, you know, they expressed themselves in the way that was appropriate for them. Like, she didn't need to bawl and cry during, you know, her breakup with Tim. She handled it in such a beautiful way, in a way that I handled my breakup differently, in the way that Monica handled her breakup differently. And I think it shows strength in all of us. And I think that kind of got lost.
I think it's also like a cultural difference with like women in DC.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're too strong, kind of, and we're so.
But I feel like that is just a Black woman's story in general.
Correct, but see, in that bubble over there, we're very independent. We're very career driven. We're very like, I can do everything on my own, but also with a man, and it's like the man gets the best of both worlds. Like, he gets a woman who doesn't really need for him at all, but then also like he's still being able to provide as well.
Cake
but
and eat it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of the people that were coming for us come from a different type of cultural background where they're used to, you know, women in the kitchen and
Rain
not
before
really.
the spring. Yeah.
Exactly. And so I feel like a lot of the comments were like, oh, you know, you didn't do the dishes or something. Like, they were like agreeing with him. And I'm just like, we have to be like, this can't really actually be the real thing that we're focusing on.
It's a vulnerability to go on this show and to do what we did. And at least my sentiment that I always got was, you know, why are you crying over a guy like that? Why are you showing such
We're not giving much
emotion?
grace.
Yeah.
We're not giving grace to
and
just
you know
be
what?
human.
It's like I'm not gonna lie, I was a little bit envious of you guys' season because there was so much Black love displayed. Whereas on mine, it was up to me and him to show the world what Black love looks like. And it's just like, I feel kind of like what you guys are saying, like the call came from the inside.
Yeah.
The way I was tore apart by women that look like us, that have gone through similar things. And it's not like the hate was dispersed. It was poured onto me and my relationship, the way I looked, the way I cried, the way I spoke, the way my hair was, the way my lashes were dangling. Like, it all came from.
It's like, damned you do, damned you don't.
Damned if you don't.
They would literally say, some people have said to me, like, you were the most authentic.
Yeah.
But then also some people are like, you were too authentic. And it's like, which one do you want?
What do you
want me to show you exactly who I am, unfiltered? Like, when I went to on that show, I really didn't like prep for like who I was gonna be. I'm like, I'm gonna go on the show.
Authentically
this is who I
me.
am.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But some people are like, oh, it was too authentic. You were too I don't understand.
But we see what happens when the community supports, you know, their person. We see Taylor's Asian community really backed her during this season. And that was seen all over social media.
Yeah.
And that was
like just from my season.
Yes. Like it's
like didn't even make it out the pods.
No.
And the amount of love and support.
Yes.
And I'm not saying like she doesn't get hate. We all get, you know.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just like the difference is astronomical.
Yeah.
The amount of hate that I got was strictly from Black women.
Yeah. And same here.
It was so unfortunate.
It's really sad. Yeah.
Like dragging.
Yeah.
And I was like, if you just supported us the way that we're seeing other castmates and their community support them, like we would all be winning here. Like Taylor can win, Alex can win, I can win with the Hispanic, all of us could win. And it really, but I hope people take away that we were able to show them it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express yourself however you deem fit. And that having big emotions or quiet emotions is not a bad thing. It's just,
and I think that's another thing is like people have their own version of what it looks like to be vulnerable. And I think even with my breakup, because I was just so, okay. It wasn't that I wasn't.
But you were so poised. And I remember being like, wow, I wish I could be a little bit more poised like that.
But at the same breath, I wanted to be cared for, or just the way that Ramses handled you. I would have wanted that. I was handled with
you
such.
You deserve that.
I was handled with such like, I'm good. Whereas, which is why I gave you're not getting an ounce of tear from me at all. But you, at least you were able to cry in his arms and he was able to comfort you. Even if no breakup is going to be good, but he still handled you with
He gave me
care.
the space to really express myself in a way. Like if I were in your shoes with Tim, I hard crash out. Like I don't think I'd be.
I crashed out enough at that point.
But like you handled yourself so well and it was beautifully. And I wish that he did handle you in a different way so that you could have expressed yourself fully.
I was actually exhausted by that point.
Girl, when were you not? When was my girl not sleepy? Tired ass
Honestly, I didn't know you slept up. You never slept around that much, did you?
I did.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Okay.
They just didn't show it.
I was up 24/7.
But you know what I've noticed though? I think because I am a little bit out from my show, the hate has dwindled. And it's like the people that really love and resonated and kind of could empathize with my situation are still here. There are some true core writers that are like, no, AD, we got your back. We love you. We support you. And I feel like maybe you guys are not there yet because it's still a little bit fresh. But I promise you, like all of that negativity, not all of it, because there's always one.
Always.
Or two. But it will start to dwindle. And the women that resonate with our stories, they stick around and they root for us and they cheer for us and they love us. So,
and I'm sorry, I never even recognized that like you were carrying
the whole race.
Yeah, you were like, you are
whole race.
The Black couple. And I guess I never even thought about that. Because to me, I don't look at you and that person and go,
the one Black girl.
Yes, whatever she does, that's us, you know?
That's like my space. I feel like that's kind of how I've grown up in general. Like the one Black girl in everything that I've done. It's just the spaces that I occupy, the things that I end up doing. And for it to show up on the show like that was actually bizarre too. Because there were so many Black women, so many Black men.
It's Charlotte.
And it just, it's still Charlotte. So I could see why a lot of the girls in my pods are like, no. Can we just talk about the Black men in general on reality TV shows in general, dating?
It's
the
so
sigh, the audible sigh.
Well, because I really had a lot of hope. I was being Delulu too.
I was hopeful.
I was very hopeful that no, they're gonna find like a really good bunch. No, they didn't. And not saying that it was their fault. I think just the men that went for the show.
I want to sit in on a casting call. Like, I just want to be in the back and I want to hear what these men are saying that's allowing them to sneak through that crack because...
But that wasn't even like a good example of like the DMV men.
Really?
I wouldn't think so.
Know. If you look at the Black men in our community, being vulnerable is not necessarily like, that's still such a stigma and such a thing. It's like the Black men that are applying to these shows are going to kind of be towards a specific archetype in a sense. Versus like women, I think we're a bit more diverse in our personalities and careers and things. But like Black men are still overcoming this stigma of always having to be vulnerable and be strong and all these, always having to be strong and not being vulnerable. So maybe that's why we don't see like,
But everybody also has a security clearance in DC, so they also probably didn't want to lose their job.
I'm crying.
That too. There are a lot of people without security. I don't know. I mean, it's a hard thing to go on shows, but I think it's too much of a vulnerable thing for
there's
people.
this like I don't know, this kind of like rhetoric all over line. It's like whenever a new season comes out, it's like Black women, stop going on Love is Blind. Stop going on Love is Blind. And then there was a whole montage. We were all in it. We were all featured. This one girl, you saw it.
I saw it.
Just like Black girl after Black girl after Black girl being embarrassed. I'm just like, why you gotta put me in it?
Were we?
I'm not getting it.
I'm at home.
Were we embarrassed? Like we just went through. You went through a
real
breakup.
life shit, just
like,
on TV.
Exactly. I wasn't embarrassed. Like I went through a breakup.
Well, I was embarrassed. I'm not gonna hold you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was embarrassed.
Were you embarrassed?
Yes.
Am I the only one not embarrassed?
No.
You don't have to be.
I mean, I wasn't embarrassed because I just felt like I
was.
was just like, it's not my fault the man broke up with me. Like, it's not my fault. I had such big emotions about it.
Yeah.
I never felt like, I've never looked at either anyone on the show and said they should be embarrassed of themselves.
Yeah, it's more or less, I think, coming from these men are embarrassing Black women.
That's it.
Or these,
and they're not
protecting. And they're not protecting us, and they're not.
But we're going, bending over backwards, protecting them. I think that was like the storyline where I'm just like, you know what, sis, you're right, because.
Okay. Hashtag stop protecting.
That was my main story. Literally.
No,
Should we start
please don't get that trending.
Hashtag stop protecting Black men? I mean,
No.
Over it.
The protecting. You're over the protecting.
Yes.
I don't know if I protect Black men, do I?
I'm not saying I'm done protecting, but I'm done protecting where it's sacrificing me because it got to the point where I was self-sacrificing to make sure he was looking good and his ego was stroked and he just got everything that he wanted. But for me, I'm like, oh, I can handle it. But in the end, it backfired tremendously.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't protect any Black men, I don't think. So probably why I've had single. I don't think I do.
And that's okay.
I don't stroke egos. I don't protect them.
All right, noted. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Hi. We are here.
We are here.
With the last standing couple.
We did it.
Of Love is Blind Season 8. We are with Taylor and Danielle. Hello.
Hi.
So you guys hit it off like almost immediately.
Day one.
Yeah, day one. Did you guys have?
Yeah.
Minute one.
Seriously.
Yeah. Didn't you propose in like 7 seconds?
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't show it, but before I went into that date, I said to Meg next to me in the hallway, I have a weird feeling about this next date.
Shut up.
And it was Danielle. And then he proposed within like a minute. And here we are, you know.
Yeah. We need your secret prayer.
Yeah.
I know you, girl, you had him on his 30
you
seconds.
manifested. It worked.
Right.
Couldn't tell you.
Did you guys have connections with anyone else?
We did. We were each other's number one since day one, though, which was like obviously very apparent to us both. But we talked about it that we wanted to also honor the system and the experiment and really take wholeheartedly like what Chris is telling us every morning. Keep your options open. Just because they're number ones now doesn't mean they'll be number ones for forever.
Yeah.
So we did keep other doors open and entertain those conversations. But it was always clear to us that we were each other's person.
Yeah, I think it was important just to go through the whole experiment and do it, you know, with like keeping the integrity of what it is and trying to date other people and see if, you know, there's something there so that at the end of the day, you know, I pick you and, you know, you pick me and you know that I tried it with other girls and it just wasn't there.
Yeah. I know that's right.
Yeah.
I tried it.
Say it again.
Wait, so tell me about your reveal. How was it seeing each other for the first time? Were we
Wild.
nervous?
Oh, so nervous.
Yeah, I was
so
pretty nervous. I think I was standing like in front of the doors waiting for him to open. Was just like, what the heck am I doing? Like this is
No, but
this
does
is
it not
insane.
feel like those doors are closed for 99 hours and you're standing
Never
there
opening.
like, how much lip gloss can you put on? I remember
know,
just
right?
pacing, being like, can I get lip gloss?
Yeah.
Can I? My breath is gonna stink by the time I get to this man. I was so like that was.
You can like see a really tiny sliver through that door. And I was looking through it and the lights like shine from behind you. And so I was
below
like,
and behind.
I was in my head, I'm like, oh my gosh, he's like 6'5". And then I look up and I'm
Pretty
like,
close.
I'm 6'5". Like, wait a second.
Yeah. And I'm not 6'5". So I looked through the door and I could see your shadow. And I'm like, oh no. I'm like, here we go. Like, this is what it's all about. Like,
Is love blind?
is it blind?
I would have picked him up, spun him around.
Just threw you over your shoulder and just, all right.
So did you know heights and stuff before?
No.
We didn't. We didn't talk anything.
Yeah, we didn't talk about any
Physical
physical things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we really tried to not. The only thing I thought you had really blonde hair.
Okay, I don't.
Because
next.
Wrong.
Is that a blonde joke? Like, why?
Yeah, no. No, we didn't talk anything.
Yeah.
About
Even
the
if
physical.
conversations like started to go that way, that could lead to a physical descriptor of some sort. We were like, nope, don't answer that question.
Yeah.
Like, we don't want to know.
Do you guys have like types? And if so, are you each other's type?
I don't know if I've had a specific type. It's just if I'm attracted to them.
Yeah.
Like you're beautiful, so it's like, yeah, you're for sure my type. Like when the doors open, I couldn't. I probably would look like an idiot because I'm just like,
You were cheesing. So
I
cute.
couldn't stop.
So we did mention that like you didn't really have a type, but do you feel like your preference would have blocked you from?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like the entire dating world now is superficial. It is. Like, that's just the way it is. And, you know, people have talked about Daniel talking about his height so much, but that is a very big issue in the dating world today. A lot of women are saying that they don't want someone that's
a short
5'8".
king.
Yeah, they don't want a short king.
Short king season.
Short king season.
So that is a very real concern of any single guy, I would think, right now.
Yeah, I mean, every dating app has the age range and the height range, which is like, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
And I talked about like, you know, if there's a girl out there who needs someone or prefers someone who's 6 feet, then that's not my person anyways. So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's a very real thing. And, you know, preferences for me, you know, whether it's age or whatever, with the superficial part of the dating these days, it's so easy just to say like, okay, well, if you're over 30, you know, I'll just focus on this because there are a lot of girls on the dating apps that are what my preference would be in that area. And so, yeah, it would have for sure kept me from meeting Taylor for, you know, which is just crazy.
You can miss out on the most incredible humans just because of these superficial little preferences that don't matter.
Hair color, height,
do not matter. Give the short king a chance. I don't know who needs to hear that, but
give him a chance. Give him a chance, ladies. Might be worth it.
Do you think that he's someone that you would have walked up to or like entertained at like a bar or a club or something?
I've always dated taller than me. So I'm also guilty of thinking that height was important. It's not. I married him and it's incredible. So honestly, in past Taylor, but I'm a completely different human than I was even at the beginning of the experiment a year ago.
Yeah. If I saw you out, I would have been like, wow, she's beautiful. But then I would have been like, she probably isn't into me because girls care about height. So I don't know if I would have gone up to you.
Have you seen those memes that's like, I don't know why no one approaches me at a bar, and then it's like me at a bar, and you're like swinging your purse around your neck? That is me. So I don't think you would have come up to me.
Doing the worm in the middle of the bar.
I don't get it. What's interesting though is we talked about I never dated someone younger than me, and Daniel never dated someone older than him. And I am in fact older than him. So on dating apps, I don't know if we ever like really would have meshed because we had our like ranges set at different time or different ages, and we just never would have matched. So I don't think. Yeah.
How old are y'all?
I'm 32.
I'm 30.
Okay, not that insane.
I'll be 33 in a couple weeks.
Okay.
It's 2 years. Age is just
regardless, though, anyone younger than me, anytime I did try and date someone younger, I was like, this is why I don't do it. Because I was just proved right every time. So
it's crazy though, because that is something where even if I just was on a dating app and saw, you know, a girl and it was like, oh, she's older than me. It was just like an immediate like, I'll just, you know, look for someone my age.
Yeah.
And like, so you wouldn't, you just wouldn't even give it a chance.
Yeah.
And so how cool is, you know, this type of experiment where it's like, that is not the most important thing. Yeah.
We are here with Virginia from season 8 of Love is Blind, the stunning, beautiful, graceful queen herself.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. There's also chatter about his response to Britt's news about that she had been with women. One, I guess, did you know that he responded that way prior, or you're watching this in real time too?
No, I'm watching this back with you guys. I knew that was a topic for them, but I didn't know his response to that. I thought it was interesting watching it back.
Had you known that response, would that have changed anything for you?
Yeah, I think that once we got engaged, I learned a lot more about his beliefs in general that we didn't talk about in depth in
Girl,
the pods.
I learned about his beliefs and he didn't even have to say shit. And I was like, I already know where you're going.
Yeah. So I learned a lot more. This is a 2-part process for a reason. And I think that we just like opened up a lot more once we got back to Minnesota. So, the whole thing, watching it back, paints a whole different picture.
Okay. Let me put these cards down. So you're saying that he opened up a lot about like his beliefs and we didn't see any of that opening up about any beliefs.
No, he refused to talk about it on camera.
Yeah. What are his beliefs on like literally on anything? Because I don't know anything besides basketball. I don't know what he believes in. I don't know what he stands for.
Yeah. I still feel so awkward like saying exactly what he believes. And a lot of times I would ask him and he wouldn't. Even the politics stuff, we kind of like transitioned to politics because religious stuff was so weird, you know? So he wouldn't really go in depth with these things, but he just likes to say he has conservative Christian views.
And what does that mean?
They aren't very inclusive.
And what does that mean? Okay, listen. I've been prepped. No, because I learned something today called Minnesota Nice.
Yes.
I'm not from Minnesota.
I know.
So we don't have shit to be nice about.
I know.
And it's not like being mean, but it's just like there's so much that we did not see.
I know.
And I feel like you were trying to pull these conversations out of him that like we're all like, yeah, what? What is it?
I know.
So he's what?
So,
Christian conservative?
Very specific feelings about the LGBTQ community and people of other religions. And to be honest with you, I think Devin was taught these things growing up. And unfortunately, he hasn't questioned any of these things, right? Because in the conversation, I'm like, oh, he's like, if you don't take Jesus to be your Lord and Savior, you're going to hell. You know what I mean? And I'm like, well, Jesus was a Jew, so how do you explain that?
Yeah.
And he's like, Jesus is a Jew. You know what I mean? Like, there's just not the, there just was not the depth there. He hasn't thought about these things or questioned them in that way.
So do you think because Britt was so open about her past that is what ultimately led to you and breaking up?
Me? Right? Or them breaking up? Oh, yeah. Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. But at the time, he was like, yeah, it sounded like he was like, yeah, well, that's something for me to think about. But no, you weren't going to think about it. There was nothing to think about.
Yeah. Did he think that you were conservative or as conservative?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because we connected around faith a lot. But my faith looks very different.
Bit different. Yeah.
Very different from your faith.
Okay, so my brain is like,
I know,
going a million miles an hour. But when you guys were like in bed and you were like, is there something that like, is there anything you want to ask me? Is there something you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What were you trying to get out of him?
We were just trying to get to more depths of our relationship.
Yeah.
I knew at that point that he didn't want to talk about the religious views
Why,
or his core
though?
values.
Why?
I don't know. Isn't that weird, right?
If that's what you believe, stand on it. Speak on it.
Right. And that was half of the thing too.
Yeah.
It was like, if you're a Republican, if you're a Black Republican and you're like, this is why, and I want my taxes, I'm not going to like it.
Yeah.
But give me a good reason.
Yeah.
Give me
and
a good
stand on it. Like, say it with your chest.
Yeah.
Like, don't like quiver in the corner.
Right. So that was another part for me that I was like, oh.
Yeah.
It's weird too, because I feel like we had this emotional connection and then I found that out, which was weird, right? Because if I was at a bar talking to somebody, I'd be like, let me go over here. Like, let me walk away.
Yeah.
But we were kind of deep into like meeting each other's families and like so far into it, I was like, wow.
So when you met his family, did they give conservative as well? Or was it just
a little? We didn't talk about that. His mom did send me like little Christian little things to be a text message from time to time. But we didn't talk. We didn't have those conversations with his family. He did say, I think when we were laying in bed, that conversation about politics, that they vote conservatively or whatever. But that's the story that I got about that.
So in the pods, did you guys actually talk about his beliefs and religion? And
Yeah, we talked about faith.
Yeah.
In kind of a general term. I guess understanding later on that he didn't want to talk about it on camera is probably why he didn't talk about it more in the pods. But yeah, we just kind of generally talked about faith and we didn't get into the specific beliefs. I think we should have gone
Do you
deeper in
think
the
that
positive.
if he had disclosed his actual beliefs, that he was probably afraid that that would scare you away?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. I think he didn't want to take responsibility for it.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was he was hiding from me.
Uh-huh.
I think it was like he didn't want to take responsibility
For his own beliefs.
Yeah.
That's a red flag.
Yeah. Yes.
A scary red flag.
Yes. Yep.
My goodness. Like,
Yeah.
imagine believing something your whole life and then not being able to stand on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you have to protect him.
Yeah. It seems like he was kind of raised that way, right? Like,
yeah.
my mom, I feel like, has always taught me to speak about my beliefs in a confident way, but it seems like he was kind of raised to not talk about them, which is interesting.
Do you think that, like, not only was he maybe fearful of possibly losing you with his beliefs, but like also what America would think about him?
Yeah. I think maybe both.
Yeah.
Maybe both. It's hard to even think that he had a fear of losing me through these beliefs. I think it was more so protecting himself.
Mm-hmm.
It was protecting himself from America. Because he wasn't afraid of losing me. It doesn't seem like he was afraid of losing me because he ghosted me afterwards. So I would definitely say it was to preserve his own reputation.
Yeah.
And I hate watching it back. I know I was in a mode of protecting him, but I hate being associated with it at all.
Yeah.
You know?
Why do you feel like you had to protect him?
I think naturally as a Black woman, we protect Black men. I loved him. That was another thing. But ultimately, I wouldn't get on a TV show and drag a Black man. That would be so far from who I am. Even at the reunion, it was hard for me to say, like, I want to stand up here and say what I believe, but I don't want to say these specific topics because then everybody will know that you're on the other side of that. He's been really mean to me over the last year, and I still am struggling to bring up these topics because they all feel so filthy, but it will paint a better picture.
But my thing is, if that's him,
I know.
These are choices that he's made at his big ass age.
I know.
You shouldn't have to protect him from himself.
I know. And I'm figuring that out.
Yeah.
I'm figuring that out.
And I get it. Like, I'm still protecting.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But that's what we do.
Yeah. And you feel like you did that on your season? Yeah.
Girl, I'm doing it right now.
Yeah.
There's so much.
Yeah. So your season came out when we went in. So I was like trying to watch it, but I finally, and I was still afterwards, I was processing what happened with mine. So I just watched your season recently. So I feel like even when I came up to you yesterday, I was like, body, like whatever. But I'm like, that's not who AD is now. Like AD is like a beautiful, smart, intelligent woman. And I was like, that was just so icky of me because she's not just body. Body is still T.
And will be.
Okay. Body is still T.
Thank you.
But you're so much more than that.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I feel like you're in a relationship now that like, yes, girl. Yes.
You see it.
Yes.
You see it.
And you get to stand in that light.
Yeah.
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 What's the reality? What's the reality?